Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
In QuickBooks, you must manually align objects to one another by clicking and dragging the objects into position and using the grid for alignment of the left and right edges. You must also manually align objects vertically by clicking and dragging the objects and using the grid for alignment. If you wish to center two differently sized objects over one another horizontally speaking, then it is possible by using the horizontal button within the Center button group in the toolbar at the top of the Layout Designer window. To do this, first align the objects vertically within the form. Then select the first object and click the horizontal button. Doing this will align the selected object horizontally within the center of the form. Then deselect the first object. Next, select the second object to align horizontally to the first, and then click the horizontal button again. As before, the object will align itself horizontally with the center of the form. You can then use the multiple selection method to select both objects as a group, and they should now be centered over one another. You can then move the grouped objects as a single unit to the desired destination within the form. Note that if you attempt to perform a multiple selection of objects and then click the horizontal button, QuickBooks will not center the objects in relation to each other, but rather center the objects as a single unit in relation to the form. So if you wish to center objects in relation to each other, use the previous method described instead. You can also change the stacking level of objects within a form. This can be useful when dealing with overlapping images or with text objects that contain a background fill. When you add objects to the form, the newer objects added to the form may appear either on top of or behind older objects within the form if they overlap. You can change the order of overlapping form objects within a stack by first selecting the object whose stacking order you wish to change. Then right-click on the selected object and roll over the Order command in the pop-up menu that appears. From the side menu of choices that then appears, you can select either Bring Forward to move the object to the foreground of the stack, or Send Backwards to send the object to the background of the stack. Note that sometimes moving stacked objects can disrupt their stacking order. If that occurs on an object for which you have already selected the Send Backwards or Bring Forwards command, then the command will appear grayed out or unavailable within the pop-up menu. If this occurs, you can fix it by selecting each object within the stack individually, and then choosing either the Send Backwards or Bring Forwards command based on which command is available on each object to reset their positions. You can then right-click on the ones that need to be brought forward or sent backward again, and choose the desired command from the pop-up menu, which should then be available. That will reset the positions of the necessary objects within the stack.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.